Hey everybody, welcome to MyWolf Badge Admin Training. I am happy to introduce myself, Carrie LaRoche, who's going to be walking you through what it means to be a badge admin today, as well as I am happy to welcome Jen and Nilu, our fabulous talent coaches from the Global Talent Management team, to the training as well. Hey Pat.
Hello.
So let's walk you through quickly what we're going to cover today during our badge admin training. First, we're going to level set what we're talking about, MyWolf, what it means to be in MyWolf and recognize your fellow pack members. We're going to give you the Badge Admin 101. We're going to give you some examples of some current badges. We're going to walk you through how an idea becomes a badge, show you the anatomy of a badge, give you some badging best practices, and let you know all the resources and support that are available to you as a badge admin. So let's talk about MyWolf and recognition. As we hope you've become familiar, recognition is a new way to give and receive meaningful recognition. And this is through the form of badges found in the badge library on the recognition tab in MyWolf. Badges are public, and we hope you've seen them coloring up your chatter feed lately. There are two categories of badges, and we'll show you some examples of them a little later in the presentation, but first are our company-wide badges. These badges are available to everyone in the organization. Everyone will see, right now there are 5, everyone will see these 5 badges in their badge library. Additionally, we have community-specific badges. So these are for each community. We're giving them the ability to create and award their own badges.
Carrie, may I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Why would a community want a specific badge that's not already created or standardized throughout Blue Wolf?
Great question, Nilu. So as we were evaluating how recognition was going to work within our company, we really felt the need to create the second category of badges. So each community has their own goals. Their members have their own specific skill set and expertise. We wanted you as community leaders and therefore your badge administrators, we wanted you to be able to recognize these unique skills and exemplify and drive the behaviors you want through these badges. And as you'll be learning soon through the performance feature of MyWolf, the recognition and the recognition through the form of badges PAC members receive, they can be referenced in their performance review. So we wanted to ensure that we could capture any and all potential forms of recognition in MyWolf. Great question, Amy.
Perfect, thank you.
So to facilitate this second type of badge, the community-specific badge, each community has a badge administrator. Congrats, that's you. So you may be thinking, what exactly does it mean to be a badge administrator? Let's quickly walk you through your responsibilities. MyWolf badge administrators, a very important but low time commitment role, and we'll get to that time part in a second, will first own the badges specific to your community. You're the only one who will have the badge in your badge library. So therefore, you're the only one who can award those badges to your community. Now, in some cases, we do have a couple communities that have multiple badge administrators. In these cases, you'll just need to work out the process for awarding badges within your community. For example, you might have one admin who identifies who should be receiving the badges, and you'll have another who will actually go in and be awarding the badges. If you need any help there, your talent coach is there to help. In addition to the badge ownership, you will be identifying the badge needs for your community. So in collaboration with your talent coach, you'll start to think about and identify the types of badges you want to award to your community. And a second part of that is accepting ideas and suggestions from your community for the types of badges they'd like to see. So let's talk about the time commitment. We recognize this is above and beyond your Blue Wolf day job. We truly believe that this will not be a huge time commitment, and these conversations should take place during your regular touch points with your talent coach. And we estimate in total less than an hour a month. The bulk of the work will be right now, as we're just launching MyWolf and starting your community set of badges. Now, if you develop hundreds of badges with intricate criteria that require crazy algorithms to determine who's eligible, that's a different story in terms of time commitment.
So Carrie, we as talent coaches have reached out to most of the communities, and so we're going to continue trying to have one-on-one conversations with our community leaders and being part of the community calls. So if you haven't, or if the community leaders have not heard from us, they will soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Nilu. As promised, I wanted to share with you some current samples of badges, and hopefully this slide will add a little color to our conversation. On the left side of the slide here, you'll see these are our current company-wide badges. We have All About Execution, Team Player, Extraordinary Customer Moment, You're a Rock Star, and a General Thanks badge. On the right side here, I'm displaying some of our community-specific badges. So from the sales community, we have the mobile badge, and this is when a client advisor successfully completes the mobile role-play training and teach back. And then we have the $10 million club. When the client advisor meets the criteria for that particular badge, they'll see this in their chatter feed. The Global Talent Management has a host of certification badges. This is just one example. If you are Salesforce Admin certified, you'll get this badge. And then we have two badges that I wanted to share with you. These are currently in process and in the works for one of our community, Under Your Wing and Extra Mile. So how does an idea become a badge? Let's quickly walk you through the process. Although you have involvement at the beginning to come up with the idea and at the end to actually be awarding the badge, we wanted to give you a sense of how the entire process works. But your involvement is very minimal, like I said, at the beginning and at the end. So first, you're going to connect with your talent coach to talk through your badge ideas. I'm going to talk very specifically on the next slide about the type of information we're going to need to create the badge, namely the name, tagline, criteria to receive the badge, and if you have any specific imagery in mind for the icon. So once you and your talent coach have had that conversation, that your talent coach feels comfortable with the information they have, your talent coach will then go ahead and submit a feature request in Salesforce. That feature request gets assigned to marketing. So marketing will work to design a few options for you and send them to you and your talent coach for review. Now, marketing's goal is to provide several options to choose from. However, there may be occasions when, due to design resources and bandwidth, marketing will only be able to provide a single final design. Once you approve the final design of your badge, your talent coach will forward that design and badge to the GSD team. The GSD
Hey, Carrie.
team, yes.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I just thought of this, and I just wanted to say I want to give a huge shout out to marketing. I've had the chance to work with them on designing probably 10 or 12 10 or 12 badges so far for customized for certain communities, and they have done a phenomenal job. They are really good at pulling together badge designs. So when you are ready to move forward and start thinking through some custom badges that might be most appropriate for your community, they are going to be a fantastic partner. So you can look forward to having awesome designs.
Awesome. Thanks, marketing, for all your help. So I think once we get through that process of marketing doing their awesome work and designing, you approving the design, where your talent coach is going to, again, get it over to GSD. The GSD team is going to upload that badge to MyWolf for you, and then that's how it works. Your new badge is ready to be awarded. You're going to receive confirmation from your talent coach when it's ready to go. So all in all, we estimate this process could take up to 2 weeks, so you'll just want to make sure you're planning ahead. If you happen to be unavailable or your talent coach is out of town or out of the office that week, any PAC member can submit a feature request in Salesforce for a new MyWolf badge. Ideally, all requests should funnel through the badge admin and then through your talent coach, but we recognize that we may need to be flexible in certain situations. Badge anatomy. So I wanted to quickly break down the badge components for you. These are the details, again, that you'll collaborate with your talent coach on to get your badge request completed. So Here's a recent Chatter post of a badge that was awarded by AJ to Karen. First thing I want to call your attention to is the badge icon. This is the most visible and visual representation of your badge. You don't need to come up with a badge design. Like Jen mentioned, we have some awesome creative folks and design resources in marketing that totally have that covered. However, if you do have something specific in mind, by all means, please let your talent coach know. Second, we have the badge name. This appears in bold type to the right of the icon. Although there are no character restrictions, we recommend keeping the badge name punchy, and that is brief, descriptive, and true to our culture. This can also mean funny and clever and witty. The badge tagline appears directly below the badge name. This text helps qualify what the badge means and briefly summarizes the criteria for receiving the badges. It typically includes some form of congratulatory text. Finally, the badge message. There are two options with the badge message. Option one, we can make this a free-form message, and that means you as the badge admin would key in this message every time you award the badge. This allows you to craft a personal, specific message for each badgee. This option makes the most sense for the behavior-driven or more qualitative badges. For example, all company-wide badges are very general in nature, so this message allows you to specifically call out the client that they were working on or the specific action or task the badgee performed. Option two is hard-coding the message, and this means that the same message would get applied every time you award the badge. A great example of this are all the certification badges the Global Talent Management Team awards. Since they award these badges frequently, they're very quantitative in nature, and the whole certification process is very universally understood. This option made the most sense from a time and efficiency standpoint. Finally, just a reminder, and this should be deja vu if you attended the MyWolf Phase 1 training session. When you award badges, we want you to remember these two things. Give badges immediately. Make sure you're capturing the moment. This helps you be specific because it's top of mind, as well as, if your days are anything like mine, ensures you won't forget to do it. And we want to recommend that you give badges for extraordinary moments. And this relates to everything we've just covered. Focus on the behaviors that you want to exemplify for your community, skills you want them to obtain, and the goals you want them to reach. We've created some detailed and informative resources for you. You'll have access to the MyWolf All About Badges Google Doc. It has an inventory of all the badges, the badge request process, a list of all the current badge administrators, the badge design specification, and links to all these badge admin resources. This training recording and the presentation will be available in content, and the MyWolf tip sheet, also found in content, has great general information about recognition in MyWolf.
Hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
I just want to mention that first bullet, MyWolf All About Badges Google Docs. So you had mentioned earlier, what you can when it comes to writing a message, right? Every time you're giving out a badge, if you do it as frequently, like for instance, as Raj will, when it comes to Salesforce certification badges and earning those, that can be automatically coded in there. But you can always refer to this document, and you can put into place what some of the messaging might. You can give yourself a placeholder message and store it in this Google Doc, and then just copy and paste it if you want to. It's up to you, but it's a resource for you.
That is a great resource and recommendation, Jen. Thank you. As far as support goes, you all are lucky. Jen and Nilu, your fabulous, amazing talent coaches, are here to support you every step of the way. They are ready and waiting to get your first set of badges into MyWolf, so make sure you have that regular touch point scheduled. If you have any technical issues, though, you'll want to go through the org support box at the top of your Salesforce sidebar. You can report a bug if you have a technical issue with a badge. For example, if you no longer have access to your badge or it's not rendering correctly, you'll want to report a bug. And then you can use the general support link if you have any general how to use MyWolf or support questions. So Jen and Nilu, thank you for helping out with the presentation. Badge administrators, thanks for watching this recording. Feel free to reference it as often as you need. And happy badging.
Thanks, Carrie.
Thanks, Carrie.